Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing our playthrough of Neverwinter Nights. In the last episode, we collected the talismans for the succubus that was trapped in here. Oh, come on. And got a, at least we got a dagger out of her. We didn't really get much else out of that, but we got this nice little dagger. It's +2 with Keen on it. I can't remember exactly what Keen does, but as a matter of fact, you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and look that up? Neverwinter Night Keen. What does Keen do? Keen item increases the critical threat range of the damage of the range equal to the item's base threat range. So, okay. Does that show that to me on the weapon? Critical 19 to 20. I don't know. The way I read that means that it basically just doubles my threat range, but I'm not sure. As usual, the only thing that sucks about my haste ability is that I can't... He doesn't have haste, so I end up having to wait for him anyway. It's great when you need to travel long distances. It's not so great when you have to do other things, when you're trying to fight things. Okay, so... Okay, well there's clearly a... This is clearly a puzzle. I imagine I'm supposed to put something... Powerful magic likely to protect something of great value. The protections in the central pedestal seem to be linked to the four surrounding ones. Okay, that's great, but... Oh, you know what? I'm probably supposed to put something in... Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna say... I haven't found anything that provides a clue to this puzzle, so... I'm gonna go look it up like I always do, because I don't like puzzles, and I'm sure you don't want to sit here watching me try to stumble through it, so I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, it seems like you just have to put the correct gem in the same thing with it. Green light. Okay, now before we put this last one in, because I don't know what's going to happen when I do this, we'll save. Okay. Star Sapphire. Is that all you get? Okay. That's seriously all we get? Okay. I'm gonna walk out of the tomb now so that we can set our teleport back over here point outside the tomb instead of inside of it. And then we're gonna teleport back and go do that trial that we were talking about in the last episode, because, you know, why not? So let's travel back. Well, I hope this Star Sapphire is worth a lot of freaking money, because we did, like, imagine if you had to spend a bunch of time trying to figure out that puzzle and then you basically get nothing. Okay. Alright, well, let's go talk to Rolgan so that we can start the investigation for this quest, for this.
You are here because Neurek sent you? You are here because of the trial?
Yes, I am to defend you. Tell me what happened. Griff invited me to play a game of chance, not wanting to spurn this gesture of friendship. I accepted his invitation and the drinks he readily offered me. I began to feel strange. My mind was clouded by more than just ale. I gambled foolishly and lost several personal heirlooms of great religious significance to my tribe. I returned to my tribe in shame. Vanda, my wife, told me to go back and speak to Griff, to humble myself and beg him to return our religious heirlooms. But Griff attacked me before I could speak my offer. I killed him to save my own life. There was no other choice. Neurek gave me sanctuary, but only if I vowed to submit to the trial to determine my fate. Can you tell me anything else? We Uthgard are different than you. Our ways and customs may seem strange. They call us savages and pagans and drunks and thieves. This is how the Lord's Alliance see us, and that is why I'm called a murderer. We of the Black Lion tribe are a noble people. I am no heathen savage. I pray that you can help me. I'll do my best. All right. So we need to talk. We need to go over to the Uthgard camp and talk to. I know it's kind of a jarring transition. For those of you who didn't see the last episode, we talked to the high priest, and he is harboring that guy because there was a self-defense killing that happened here. Between one of the Uthgard guys and one of the guys from the Lord's Alliance over here. And he's on trial. We were selected to represent him to try to help defend him and get him out of the problem. So that's the guy that's being accused. Now we need to go talk. There's two. You going up to the top? Just watch your step. I wouldn't trust those guys. All right. Well, I'm not interested in talking to you. We need to talk to two members of the Uthgard tribe, Vanda and Paula, these two over here. So they're going to give us the Uthgard side of the story.
Yes, what?
I am sorry, were you speaking to me? I'm representing your husband in his trial. Representing my husband? I am sorry, but the ways of your justice are unfamiliar to me. Are you friend or foe? I'm a friend. I must ask you some questions. The priest Nurik said I would have to answer questions put to me with complete honesty, as if he expected me to lie. He knows nothing about the honor of our tribe. Well, tell me what happened the night Griff was killed. My husband returned home late. He had been drinking, but there was something else. He seemed different, as if more than alcohol was at work. When he told me he had gambled away the heirlooms of our family, precious stones sanctified by the priests of Uthgar, I knew something was very wrong. He was not in his right mind and would never have wagered those sacred stones. Please go on. I sent him back to this man Griff. I sent him to ask this man Griff to return the heirlooms. We offered to pay him gold in exchange. It would have been far more than he could have ever sold the heirlooms for. Their religious significance would exceed their material worth. But the soldier attacked my husband, and Rolgan was forced to kill Griff to preserve his own life. He fled to the temple seeking sanctuary. Anything else? Please help my husband. They are portraying him as a drunken pagan savage. We are a noble people, but if Rolgan is convicted, the stereotype will only get stronger. I wish I could be of more help. Okay, Paula is the other one we're supposed to talk to. Why have you come to seek the counsel of this old woman? Nurik sent me. I'm representing Nolgan in the upcoming trial. The life of one of my people is in your hands. I will aid you as best as I can. What do you think of the case? I am very disappointed in Rolgan. Our tribe constantly struggles against the stereotype of the drunken savage, yet Rolgan allowed himself to fall under the influence of alcohol. This is the result. It sounds like you already think he's guilty. That remains to be seen. Rolgan is a symbol of our people. I pray he is not guilty of what they claim. But my duty in this trial is clear. Nurik has explained the vow I have taken as a juror. If the evidence shows Rolgan let alcohol cloud his mind so that he killed the man without a reason, I must return a verdict of guilty. This trial is not the way of our tribe, but I must follow Nurik's rules in this matter. Sorry. With Uthgard, we Uthgard cannot risk the wrath of the Lord's Alliance by defying the High Priest of Tyr. I pray Rolgan is not a sacrifice. Unfortunately, the Council of Elders is reserved for the Black Lion tribe. My wisdom is only of the Uthgard way of life, and you are not Uthgard. I know nothing of your kind. I cannot give you guidance. Depart with the blessing of the Lion tribe. All right, so I guess I'll be going now. We have to... I'm not interested in freeing next. Rolgan's trial. Who is the details are in the trial notebook. Where did that go? Okay, so I need to speak to Zed and Lodar of the Lord's Alliance. Those are the last two witnesses. We can speak to the jurors. They made a big point of telling us that we could do that, so I'm guessing we probably should. Where would the Lord's Alliance... Maybe the Mercenary Enclave over here? Okay, here's Zed.
I greet you.
This better be important. I don't feel like chatting. It's bad enough my leg is killing me, but now I got to be a witness to this trial too. Oh, I am the defense counsel for Rolgan. Ha! So you're the sucker Nurik roped into defending that savage. I saw the Uthgard stab Griff with my own two eyes, ran him right through. Griff was dead before he even hit the ground. Do you know why they were fighting? gambling debt. Griff had won a bunch of stuff, a bunch of money off that Uthgard, and I guess the savage didn't like it. He'd been drinking, so I guess it's no surprise he lost his temper. Anything else you can tell me? Hey, all I know is what I saw. Griff is dead, and that Uthgard killed him. I'm as sure of that as I am of this pain eating away at my leg. What's wrong with your leg? My leg is none of your business. Go find someone else to bother.
I greet you.
Okay, so he's not going to tell me anything.
I greet you.
I'm trying to get, you don't seem very impartial. Hey, all I know is what I saw. What's wrong with your leg? If I find out you're holding anything back, the pain won't be the only, won't only be in your leg. Blah, 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 blowhards, threats don't scare me. Go find someone else to bother. Okay. Who was the other one? Zed and Lodar. Is Lodar in here? Does not appear so. Maybe in the tavern. Maybe we'll find him in the tavern. Oh. I was gonna say, maybe. Oh. He sells stuff here. Excuse me. I was hoping he would be a vendor. Doesn't seem like he has anything super interesting, though. Some hide armor. Cloak of Protection +3 is not too shabby, but unfortunately, mirrored armor. Okay, I mean, that's cool. What are we wearing now? Benzo's Luck? Armor +1. Chaotic. It gives me a +3 versus those things. Versus a +3 armor across the board and a spell resistance. How much is it? 38,000? I don't know if I'm going to spend the money on that. It would be nice to get the... because it has the same dexterity limit on it.
You shall be quick to die.
It's tempting, but I don't know. Well, now at least we find out where the daggers are. We already have a +3. We already have a +3. Lore +5. But I already have... that one gives a light. I don't really need it, though. I have other things that give me a light. You know, it's tempting to want to buy this, but the only thing I'm really gonna... I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna buy it, and then we're gonna find something better. We're just gonna find something better, so I don't want to spend that much money on that. Let's see if we can go find Lodar. Imagine he's probably gonna be in the... oops. I imagine he's probably going to be like in the tavern or something. Yeah, drinking house maybe. There he is. Lodar.
Well met.
I know about the trial. I'm defending Rolgan. Funny, you don't look like a lawyer, but that ain't my business, I guess. Well, tell me what happened. Griff and Uthgard were playing cards, gambling. Griff won a lot of money, so much that the Uthgard had to give some of his jewelry to cover the debt. Later that night, Griff went outside. I heard him shout, and I rushed out to see him and the Uthgard smashing swords. I guess the Uthgard was better at it than Griff. I can't believe I have to testify about this. I've never been to a trial before. Anything else? That's all I know. I don't even understand why they need me to go to the trial. I wish I didn't have to go. Don't get so worked up about the trial. Barkeep, a drink for my friend Lodar, please. I'm buying. Hey, you're all right, brother. If you need anything else, I'll be right here until the trial's over. They've got me off active duty.
Well met.
How about a refill? Thanks, I needed that. Too bad they're trying to get Griff's killer off. I kind of like you. Too bad you're trying to get Griff's killer off. You're a nice man, not like Griff. He was always getting into trouble, picking fights, that kind of thing. Kind of racist, too. Always going on about Uthgards being drunk and thieves and such. Well, maybe Griff's to blame for the fight with the Uthgard. Maybe. I shouldn't be speaking ill of the dead. Griff had some ugly aspects, but now's not the time to drag that out. Ugly secrets. Sorry, secrets? What kind of secrets? I really shouldn't tell you. Griff was a friend, after all. Well, we're friends, aren't we? Another drink on me and tell me what you know. Why not? Griff's gone now anyway, so who cares if anyone finds out, right? Griff had a nasty habit of spiking the drinks of people he was gambling against. He figured it would give him an edge over them, make their mind all hazy. Not really sporting, but that's the kind of guy Griff was. Anything else you can tell me about the trial? Nah, I pretty much told you everything I know already. If you need anything else, I'll be right here. All right. Well, now we know that. There was some shenanigans going on. Okay, so let's look here. So we talked to Rolgan. He didn't really have much to add. Zed doesn't want to talk to us because he doesn't like me. Lodar basically told us that it's more likely that Rolgan was under the influence of some kind of thing that was not making things very good. But it is what it is. Edgar, Averick, Jevon, Dalcia, and Paula. Okay, so we talked to Paula already. Dalcian was... Oh, okay, I think he was actually in the other building over there. So let's go talk to him real quick. He's over here on the left. Get out of the way.
Well met.
Nurik sent me. I'm representing Rolgan. I figured as much. I ain't never been on a jury before. I'm preparing my case. What do you think about this trial? Looks to me like a bar fight got out of hand. A few too many drinks and you act stupid. I've been there myself. But you know what makes me mad about this case? Then people who run around saying the only reason this guy's on trial is because he's an Uthgard.
None can stand before me.
I ain't no Uthgard, and I've been on trial a bunch of times. Sounds like you're trying to keep an open mind. I know what it's like. Sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Could be that's what happened to this Uthgard. Kind of hope you get him off. I'd hate to have to sentence the poor guy to execution, but I've got to give an honest verdict. Nurik says it's my duty. Not much more I can tell you. At least we can count on him to be honest. So Paula and this guy, we can expect to be honest, especially once they bring up the fact that the guy drugged him. Edgar Averick. Oh, did it tell me where to find him? When not in the company of a female, he can be found in the drinking house. All right, I guess we're going back to the drinking house. I don't remember seeing the name Averick there, but he's probably there. It doesn't sound like he's going to be very impartial. There's Averick.
I greet you.
Shove off, buddy. These open sores on my face make it tough enough to attract the lady without your ugly mug. I'm here to talk about Rolgan's trial. Ah, that prissy priest. Can't figure out why that sawed-off runt would want me on the jury. What are your feelings about the case? Griff was a rotten bastard, and the Uthgard did us all a favor by offing him. But if we let him go, we might have drunken savages running through the streets and sacrificing us. Sounds like you are a figure he's already guilty. The only good thing about that Uthgard is his wife. I can't wait to see her testifying on that trial. She's a one fine piece of meat. Okay. I don't want to say that to him. We'll do number 2. Is there any way I can guarantee you find him not guilty? If you're offering a bribe, I'm all ears. 300 gold's not nothing. All right, pleasure doing business with you. All right, at least I don't know if we've guaranteed his vote, but, you know, I'm playing an evil character. I have no problem with bribing. Excuse me. Okay, so we talked to him. She spends her time living with the Uthgard. So we need to talk to Edgar and Dalcia. So I believe we'll have to go back into the temple to find him, but Dalcia should be somewhere up here. There she is.
Greetings to you.
On behalf of the Black Lion Uthgard tribe, I welcome you to this camp. I'm representing Rolgan. Ah, yes, Nurik mentioned he was seeking someone to defend him. The Uthgard are a noble people, but their culture and beliefs seem strange to the Lord's Alliance. Often the Uthgard are victims of prejudice. It sounds like you think Rolgan is innocent. I will wait until the trial before I make that decision, of course. I only wanted you to be aware of the fact that Rolgan is an Uthgard. The way they wrote that was very confusing to me. I just wanted you to be aware that the fact that Rolgan is an Uthgard might have something to do with him being on trial. Is there any way I can guarantee a verdict if not guilty? I hope you're not insinuating anything improper. Justice must run its course, blah 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 blah. She's all high and mighty. I'm too good to be bribed. That's fine. So she'll be fair, and hopefully the testimony that what's his face brought up. Hopefully the testimony that The guy said he was spiking drinks would be enough. I'm here to talk about Rogan's trial. Of course, of course. Nurik has done me a great honor by selecting me as in the jury in this case. Well, how do you feel about this case? Even though I would disapprove of Uthgar's worship of a pagan god, I am not going to prejudge him. Of course, the alcohol does not excuse his behavior. Anyone who lets himself get drunk must bear the consequences of his action. I'm keeping an open mind. Okay, well, we talked to everybody. Yeah, we talked to everybody, and we're ready to start the case, I guess. So hopefully it's going to go well and go in his favor, and hopefully we'll get some experience points or something out of it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. We'll do the trial in the next one. Hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun. Be sure to click that like button so that the YouTube algorithm knows that you are. Viewer participation is extremely important. Subscribe to the channel so you know when the next video comes out, and I do have a link to my Patreon in the description if you'd like to help me turn this channel into a thriving online business. Again, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you for the next one.